Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you're having a great weekend so far. Let's open up our email and see what we have for today. This first email says, "Hello, can you help me make my PC faster? My graphics card isn't good enough right now. I think I want dual GPUs for the added performance. Can you install an AIO water cooler in it? Can you get it done quickly? Silverstone components are meant to be the bomb." So $3,000 to get dual graphics cards and an AIO water cooler. Think we can make that happen. Let's accept that one. The next one says, "My friend said you work with computers. I actually need a new computer if that's possible. Have you heard of Hatoful Boyfriend, A School of Hope, and White Wings? I want to play that. Can you do it in 8 days? Have you heard of Seagate? They're meant to be pretty good. I like nice and shiny new components." So they want to be able to play this Hatoful Boyfriend game. Recommended Spec. I think we can make that happen for $3,000. We can probably do better than Recommended Spec because I think that game doesn't really require much. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Last one for today says, "You work with computers, right? I think something's broken. It's a bit of a mystery. Can you figure out what's wrong? I waggled the RAM a bit too hard. It's urgent, so please hurry. I'm a total Zotac fanboy. Diagnose and fix. Budget of $1,400. It sounds like he's broken more than just his RAM." He's also running terribly crappy RAM. Okay, well, let's accept that one. So for this PC upgrade, let me step away, get some parts put in the cart, and I will be right back. Alright, so for this upgrade, we're going to go with the ASRock Z390 Tai Chi, because he's got quite the budget. He already has an ASRock motherboard, but it's kind of the low end. It's got a decent processor, so we're going to go ahead and put a better motherboard in. We're going to put in the Silverstone PF360 ARGB AIO water cooler, which hopefully will fit in his Be Quiet case. We're going to upgrade his RAM. We're going to add 3 more sticks of ADATA XPG Dazzle 8 gig 3000 megahertz. He already has 1 stick of that. We're going to go ahead and fill up those other 3 RAM slots. And we're going to put in 2 NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti Founders Edition cards. So he's definitely going to get the upgrade that he is wanting. All right, for this next build, or not this next build, but just this build, the first one was an upgrade, not a build. We need to open up Will It Run, Recommended Spec, a G4520 and a GTX 1050. So with their budget of $3,000, I think we'll be able to do something a lot nicer than just the Recommended Spec. So I'm going to step away, get some more parts put into the cart, and as soon as I have something put together, I will come right back. Alright, so for this build to play Hatoful Boyfriend, we're going to go with the NZXT N7 Z390 motherboard in white, an i7-9700K, a Kraken X62, 2 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z 8 gig 4000 megahertz, an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Founders Edition, an ADATA XPG Gamix M.2 drive 960 gigs, 4 terabyte hard drive, a Cooler Master 650 watt power supply, and we're going to put that in the NZXT S340 Elite in white. Let's close out a little bit of this stuff. This, I'm going to wait till it comes in. Hopefully we can just order all the parts because I don't want to just order RAM and have something else broken. So let's go ahead. Let's order all of this for next day delivery. We can go end our day. We can get in our parts as well as our repair and the upgrade. Let's go to work. All right, let's get these put up on workbenches. And this case for the build, we'll put over there. Let's grab our Post-it note and stick it there. All right, let's work on this upgrade first. Let's go ahead and pull this thing apart. Get this graphics card out of here. May as well just unplug everything because we're going to replace this motherboard with a little bit better model. Let's just get everything pulled out. Not that this is a bad motherboard, but with their budget, they may as well put a better one in. Let's grab that new motherboard. The Z390 Tai Chi, maybe. Really, I can't swap it out? Alright, so I guess we're not swapping this out. Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense to me. None whatsoever. Alright, so we're going to scrap that idea. We're going to continue using this crappy motherboard along with an expensive processor, which doesn't make any sense. Let's get memory installed. As well as the other 3 sticks we ordered. There we go. All right. So when I was looking online, in real life, this case claims they can hold a 360 millimeter radiator somewhere. So I ordered one. So we're about to find out if that is in fact the truth in this game. I found that quite a few times it is not true. Well, maybe if we pull this back fan off. Whoops. We can make this happen. There we go. It fits. I don't know if we can get a rear fan in. I don't know that it really matters, to be quite honest. But let's see. We go with a thinner fan, like maybe one of these heat away. Nope. No dice. And online it said you could put a 360 in the front, but I don't see. I mean, I guess if you took these drive bays, but even then, this looks permanent. I don't see how you'd get a 360 in there. All right, well, let's get this thing ready for its new graphics cards. We've got a couple of 2080 Ti's that we're going to slap in here. If that doesn't give them enough power, not powder. That doesn't give him enough power. There's not much else we can really do for this guy. Let's get these green cables he has, though. Let's see if we can cable everything up. Really, the only thing he's missing out on is a new motherboard. But hey, you know, put a couple of 2080 Ti's on the cheapest motherboard made by any company. Why not? Alright, let's see if this thing... Oh, no power. Oh. Front panel. Can't turn it on without a power button. There we go. Okay, let's get this case put back together. I'll get these side panels on. And we will get this out into the hallway. And we can work on this fix. Man, this case is large. So it powers on. I'm not seeing any display. Let's pull that out. Let's just grab another random graphics card and stick in here. So no RAM. So let's pull this stick of RAM out. And we'll grab this graphics card, because obviously we're going to need to order him a new graphics card. Whoops. I forgot to even see what that thing was. It was a Zotac 1080 Ti Amp Extreme. We'll definitely grab one of those. We may even upgrade him to some better RAM than what he's got in there. Well, let's grab this graphics card, though. 1080 Ti Amp Extreme. There we go. So we've still got a couple $100. We could order some better RAM. Excuse me. Let's put in a couple of sticks. Let's see. Let's put in a couple of sticks of a Trident Z. Let's go ahead and order those. Could even put in a couple more sticks. All right, let's do a same-day delivery. Go ahead and buy that now. Hopefully that's all that's wrong with this. And hopefully he appreciates the RAM upgrade. Alright, let's get this RAM installed. And the last one, there we go. Let's also get graphics card in. And we will cable that up, not with green though. Looks like he's got red cables. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Only a semi-modular or non-modular power supply unit there. Alright, let's see if this thing powers up now. There we go. How do you close these doors on this thing? There. This thing is massive. Well, let's get this thing out in the hallway and we can get started on this build that we have. Get this case taken apart. We'll be putting AIO water cooler in the front there. Let's go ahead and get everything out of our way. Okay. We can get our motherboard installed. It's the NZXT Z390 motherboard, the N7 Z390. Let's get it ready for the CPU and the RAM. Gonna get a 9700K. And RAM, memory. And 2 sticks of this Trident Z 4000 megahertz RAM. We'll get that installed. Go ahead and get that out of the way. We can get our M.2 drive in there. And while we're installing drives, let's go ahead and put in our 4 terabyte Barracuda drive. Get some thermal paste on the CPU, and we can go ahead and get our cooler installed, which is the Kraken X62. Get it installed up here in the front of the case. I sure like the way these cases look. Maybe my next case will be an NZXT case. All right. Oh, can't do the graphics card yet. Let's get these out of the way. Now we'll get our graphics card in. Wherever it is. There it is. The 2080 Founders Edition. And we can get our power supply in. There's this a Cooler Master, a 650 watt gold power supply. And we're going to go ahead, get this PSU mount back on. Let's put some of this case back together. Let's go ahead and get this PCI lock on. Let's get some of the front of this case put together too. We'll put the dust filter and the front panel. There we go. All right, let's cable this thing up. Let's use some, let's just do white. It's a nice white case, white motherboard. Do some white cables. There we go. Let's get a USB drive installed and we will power this on. Hop into the BIOS. We'll turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. We will let the OS get installed. Alright, I think we're good. Let's get this case put back together. We can get this out in the hallway. There we go. Let's take a look. I actually don't mind the purple and green together. I think it looks pretty nice. Let's get this out in the hall. And collect some money. Start down here. And this one. PC was message. We're gonna sell. Okay. And give me 5 stars, man. All right. Unlock some new parts, some new coolant, and a new case. Got some daily deals, more emails for more episodes. I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you in the next episode.